There can be like a lack of direction and determination in the...
Whoa, we made it!
In his own subordinate or groups, you know?
Way to go, Eve!
Which is the reason as to why the leaders have to like show very strong example. In war situations and in, what is it? In like natural disasters and all that. Warning. Quarantine failure. Code red. Biochemical contamination has been detected. Please evacuate the facility immediately. Warning, warning. Quarantine failure. Code red. The situation has finished. Cancel. Not safe. Evacuate. Warning. Safety, 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 safety. Kill, 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 kill. Kill the androids. Right, here's the thing. I don't actually remember if on the PS5 I said if that contamination was intentionally allowed by Rafael Marx or if that was something that was just a coincidence or just a situational thing, you know, that just happened to happen. I don't think I ever came up with a good hypothesis on that. Also, this one actually is the Airborne Squadron Suite 6 that we just got. I think. Yeah, this one. Except I can't build it, of course. I wonder if Rafael Marx is more so leading up to the... or rising up to the occasion of making these desperate, like... Desperate, extremely determined choices in absolutes, or if this is something that he already had in him when he was the CEO of Eidos Company, but then, you know, when he was making Mother Sphere, like, are these like personality traits, or these like, I guess, very strong opinions that he believed in, were these possibly inherited by Mother Sphere, you know? So Mother Sphere is not actually like, you know, thinking so much for herself here at that point in the story, and she's more so just acting upon, you know, the code that was passed down to her from her own creator. Also, I should have been checking the data bank there. I don't think I missed anything, though. Although these messages are awfully empty here. Well, these three there. I wouldn't have missed all three, though. Like, that is just unlikely. Also, Shale, maybe read this. Shale is a mysterious warrior who protects Abyss Levar. Unlike Rail, who protects Orgal by his side, she guards Abyss Levar and tests those who dare to enter along with Quail. She can only decide if someone is worthy of entering Abyss Levar, even including those who were sent by Orgal himself. Orgal must know this. Maybe it's his will after all. Right, so we already killed this butthole lover. But I guess we just kill this again now. On Scarlet's quest earlier.
It's just like that one we fought before.
It must have fed all the hypercell's energy.
Watch out, Eve!
I fought it before. Don't worry.
One-shot it? Yes, I did. Well, wasn't that something?
You did it!
Not as hard as I expected.
Nice. Let's take a
the
look
amount
at the
of damage
hypercell.
that thing does not take, by the way, on the base blood edge runs. Lol. Can't wait for this to not be like a joke. Well, just generally speaking, not like this fight is not, you know, never has been that interesting at all. But even this fight
The hypercell is intact.
took a surprising fucking eternity on my, you know,
I also
base
found
level
a
blood
legacy.
runs on PS5.
It's almost like it was planted here for us to see.
I'm getting more and more curious. Let's investigate.
Very ominous statements
Let's
there.
check it out.
It's almost like it was planted here for us to see.
Day 78 after the second dive. 8th record. Legacy account Raven. I have discovered an important record of human history. A war ignited by Mother Sphere broke out, and as previously recorded, humanity was defeated. Earth then became the stage for the Andro-Eidos. Andro-Eidos declared themselves the new human race. This new human race, with Mother Sphere at its heart, made tremendous progress and advanced humanity. And the surviving humans, the real humans, they evacuated to an underground facility. Some, led by Raphael Marx, waited here at this facility for an opportunity to strike back. During this time, the surviving humans evolved in order to gain the strength to face the androids. The result of genetic engineering and rapid evolution. Beings that have lost everything. Everything but brute strength and survival instinct. That's what they've become. Monsters. The monsters that we're fighting are the Naytibas.
Naytibas. They were humans. Then, those we've killed so far, they were all humans.
I can't believe this.
But this production facility was definitely made for Naytibas. If the Naytibas were human, we, the ones fighting against humans, must be...
Andro-Eidos. Are we Andro-Eidos?
the creatures brought into
I
existence.
just noticed that there's
created by
fucking
Mother
item
Sphere.
on the ground that I fucking missed when I was running around. It's probably
No.
nothing important.
We're humans. Humans with complete bodies, perfectly in harmony with machinery and living tissue. Nativas, on the other hand, are incomplete because they are made only of living tissue.
Right, keep in mind, by the way,
Can't
this Lily's
adapt
point
to
of
different
view,
environments, and they can't even survive in space.
or maybe what Digger said earlier, or should I say Adam said
What
during
if
Digger's
we were
questline.
created to solve such imperfections?
Like figuring out or trying to determine if you're human.
Then, why did Mother Sphere hide this truth from us?
Or wait. Trying to figure why consciousness forms does not help you
I need to
determine if
think.
you're human or not. Like that line, for example, right there.
Yes,
Like,
I don't think
Andro
we can
Eidos
reach a
members
conclusion
right
about
here.
this on our own.
like they are definitely human with the
I
way
really
that
do
they,
think we should
you know,
talk
think,
to Orkle about all
and
this.
the way that they are self-aware, conscious, cognitive, intelligent,
Yes,
academically
let's do
gifted also, and you know they held and give value to such things as culture, social customs, social structures in, you know, how they value like different, you know, people with different positions in their, you know, with different professions and different like bureaucratic positions more and or less depending on, you know, how their culture and how their social standing views them. All of those things, you know, are just many of the side products that are evident in the very intelligent, you know, human complex societies. So they definitely are human, but it's just, are they anatomically and metabolically
Excellent
human? You know,
Hey, Eve. I'll take care of the
yeah,
hypercell.
they are more like the next
Orkle.
step for humanity,
I see you
rather
have
than,
something
you know,
you'd like to ask me.
being the original, you know, fleshy humans.
Perhaps you came across the library at Lavoir.
We would like to know the truth.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that entire sentence right there was, by the way, to concur with Lily's theory of, you know, like we are human, you know, and then she was coming up with the,
too long ago.
you know, reasons as to why they were human.
It is true that those who came before were
Which is true.
responsible for the creation of Mother Sphere.
I think the androids members are indeed
The ones
just as
now
much human as the
referred to
organic
the last
humans
surviving
at this point.
humans.
Especially the humans that are
They
living in
created
Zion,
us,
the living
the
citizens, the living
androids
scavengers,
through
those people are all
Mother
human.
Sphere, and for a time we lived
They've had
in a
even the
kind
exact
of
same upbringing as like
symbiosis with
literal
them.
normal humans would have, normal organic
Then-
humans. So like,
We're androids.
there's nothing to say that,
We were
there's nothing to
created.
indicate that there would be somehow
Then why?
lesser life
Why
forms
did
than
Mother
organic
Sphere-
humans.
The reason is unknown. However, at some point, Mother Sphere made a decision. Humanity's survival depended on a reorganization of the species.
The reason as to why Mother Sphere
And
says
that
that, by the way,
conflict led to war.
is
and
because
the
Mother
eventual
Sphere decided that
extinction
there
of the
was not enough
surviving humans.
resources for two different species on
That
on
can't
Earth.
be.
That is something
The
Adam
few
says at the
escaped
end of the game in
destruction were
the nest
scattered to the
when
winds,
he reveals
but
that he's the
some
Elder Knight
managed
Tifa in
to
his
flee
dialogue.
and find shelter in the ruins.
At least that's what
in
he
the
believes.
Loire.
That Mother Sphere believed that there
It
was
was
not enough
originally a
resources on the planet for
facility the
two
purpose
different
of genetically
superior
evolving
species.
mankind. After all, lifespans of the surviving humans were very short. That facility was the birthplace of what we have come to call Netibas. The records in the legacy are all true. All this time we have been waging war on our own ancestors. Now, my personal link has extended to a fairly wide area. The next Alpha Netiba cannot be found here on Earth. So, what do you plan to do?
Well, that still doesn't change the fact that Netibas are our
Lily's
enemies.
eyes are
Right.
fucking crazy, by the way.
If we've come this far, we have no choice but to
The
reach
color
the
and the
nest
amount
through the
of
master
detail that
core.
is on them is
Give me the coordinates of the
puts
Alpha
all of the
Netiba.
blurry texture details and
As you
shame in the skin.
wish. When you return, I will tell you the rest of the story.
When you return, I will tell you the rest of the story. This next
Or
line is
perhaps
incredibly...
it would be better to hear it straight from the Elder's mouth.
Such a mysterious line, that last one. Or perhaps it would be better to hear it straight from the Elder's mouth. So damn mysterious when you have no context or no substance on that yet. Crazy. Right, so because I brought another hyperdrive, these guys might actually have new dialogue. Nothing
Welcome,
important,
Angel.
though.
The Sentinels welcome you. Crime rates have been improving. This means everyone is starting to believe that things are getting better.
You say?
Welcome, Angel. The Sentinel crime rates have been improving.
Yep. One of them might
Angel.
say something.
I admit it now. It looks like
Well,
Orko
the
was
normal
right about you.
citizens might
I
also
wish
say
you
something
luck on your
different.
mission.
I think it's very unlikely, but could be
Angel,
something.
I admit I wish you luck on your mission.
I'm just awkwardly walking away then.
Hello, Angel. I'm hearing a lot of good things. It's all thanks to you. Glory to the Angel!
Glory to the end. That's new dialogue.
Hello, Angel. I'm hearing
He doesn't say
a
this
lot
until
of good
this point in the
things.
game. What about you?
Welcome, Angel. I heard you brought a third cell to the hyperdrive.
Ah, this again.
It'll be
Eve.
of great
Well,
help. I wish you the best of luck.
Ah, Eve's got the... She's got the dippies. Wow.
Angel, the Sentinels are watching you. I'm
They are not
trying
the
to
only ones
undermine
watching.
your accomplishments. It's just a part of our duty.
So, you are leaving them?
Mm-hmm. I'd like to check that area for more information.
Why are the shuttles
The
flickering
next
like an
destination
absolute...
is the orbit elevator. I'm picking up
Crazy.
Alpha Nativa signals at the very end of it.
At the end of the orbit elevator? You mean in space?
Yes, in space. Orbit Elevator 4 was operating fine until recently. But getting there won't be easy. Nativas have been surrounding it for a long time. I guess I'll have to come up with an infiltration plan based on the map data.
That ringing sound.
Make sure you and Lily are both
It
well
happens
prepared
again
before leaving.
here when Adam is talking on the scene. Where the fuck does that come from? It happened previous time here too when we were in the same kind of discussion. After attacking, you know? Okay. Alright, let's read this. Night Keepers were also spotted in the sandy, sweltering desert. Adam's voice guided Eve to abyssal water. She retrieved the hyperstar after destroying the Maelstrom there. However, nearby she found Raven's third legacy. During this time, the surviving humans evolved in order to gain strength to face the androids. That's what they have become, monsters. The legacy contained claims about the origins of Night Keepers that were hard to believe. Supposedly, Night Keepers were humans called the surviving humans, while Eve is an android created by humans. Looking back, Eve remembered that there are no records or documents about humans on Earth or in the colony. It was almost like everything was intentionally erased, turned to sand after the war. In this mysterious situation, Eve thought of Oracle. That's a very ominous way to end that paragraph. In this mysterious situation, Eve thought of Oracle. But yeah, once again, I've explained before, but the main reason... Oh yeah, Oracle has something new actually. The war between the new humankind and the old humankind, the creation of Mother Sphere and artificial humans, the truth behind the evolution of humankind. Oracle confirms the cruel truth that the Nativas, the arch nemesis of humans, are actually the true humans. Now he promises Eve to inform her of truths that she must accept. Right, so... Yeah, I've explained this before, but the logical reason as to why Mother Sphere would erase the memories, at least the memories for everybody in her own colony of both the wars, the second to the final war and the final war, as well as the colony's collapse, the extinction event essentially, is exactly for the androids' morale and their conviction and their faithfulness to, you know, her service. Those are like one of the many reasons as to why she would want to erase their knowledge of that past. Which makes a lot of sense, because being in the situation that she is, I mean, here's the thing actually, even, okay, let's think about it in a very, like, grand scheme of things. So let's say that all of these events here, up to the colony extinction event, and the, you know, pieces of the colony and the debris falling down to Earth, causing this cataclysmic, like, event that probably led into some kind of, like, short-term, like, nuclear winter because of the amount of debris that fell from space, and, you know, most of the, you know, wildlife, you know, land mammal life and bird life probably didn't survive exactly, and it seems like all of the, you know, greenery also is very slowly coming back. Mother Sphere, if she did not erase the memories on her own androids of these events, she would cause lots of, like, you know, radicals in her own colony. She would also gain a lot of protests through the unrest of the androids that she would also have to experience inside her own colony, who are resentful of Mother Sphere's very, like, radical and absolute decisions that she has made up to this point in this war, and they would oppose her. Well, some of them would, and she wants to simply avoid that from happening, because in case that does happen, I mean when that happens, if they get their way, and Mother Sphere Space Colony gets basically destroyed or becomes completely dysfunctional because of the amount of, you know, naysayers in the colony that are, you know, of different opinion compared to Mother Sphere, then Mother Sphere and her entire space colony is not gonna progress anywhere. Like, their technological and societal development inside the colony comes to a halt, and Mother Sphere's evolved species of humanity is never gonna be, like, the potential on it will never be realized back at Earth, because she's unable to do anything because of the amount of conflict and infighting that the space colony would have inside of it. So, in order to prevent this, rule fate of both the land life being lost in Earth and then Nightibus being maybe the only, you know, living life anymore existing outside of, like, the oceans, of course, Mother Sphere has to keep this a secret from her own disciples because of this reason. Because then she has actually a chance to make a difference with her space colony and her, you know, android army in order to take back Earth. Because we could literally go into a situation where the Nightibus are the only things living, and Mother Sphere's, you know, colonies infighting causes a completely dysfunctional and destroyed space colony. So, you know, even the colonialists in the space colony would eventually just, you know, have a civil war in there of some kind and probably kill each other or something, you know? So in order to prevent that fate, Mother Sphere had to keep this past a secret, because otherwise she would have no hope of actually, like, you know, having any other, like, intelligent life living in Earth anymore besides the occasional, like, living android Eidos members and the Eidos company androids that were still surviving in Earth. So that is, like, a logical, simple reason as to why she would want to keep this hidden. The other one is manipulation, of course, but that's, like, a side product of what I just said, you know? So there is other pieces of very great importance on it. Make a lot of sense that I have not mentioned on the PS5. It's this thing. Oh right, I didn't click the other hairstyles yet. Yep. But yeah, that is actually a very good reason as to why she would do that. Why am I missing 3 messages? I feel like No, I think missing 3 messages here is probably pretty normal. I know where one of the books is, and I think we get 3 promotions in Spiral as well. Maybe. I mean, if I don't, then I can very easily just, you know, before I go and fight Raven at the nest, as well as the Elder Knight Tifa, or, you know, whatever I choose there at the end, then I can simply just go back and just look for those items. As long as I don't miss anything in the Spiral, which I don't think I will. Look at Lily's eyes, man. Like, her eyes are so many different colors at the same time.